Hello YouTube. Again, some updates on the 944 turbo. I used to have the standard airbox here, which is the best from factory. However, I had the issue where the screw backed out from the bottom of the airbox, sucked into my intake, went into the turbo, and destroyed my turbo charger. That was the point where I thought that I need to put in a port filter and remove the original airbox altogether, because I didn't want to risk another turbo going. So I put in a port filter as a temporary measure, and I've been using it without flaw for about 3 years, and but it was always a sore eye, and I know that it was always sucking up hot air, giving the car less potential than what it should have can achieve. So now I've decided that we're gonna custom make a new airbox with a Toyota Avanza air filter, and it will be a similar design to the original, but it's gonna be made out of steel. It's gonna be custom made. It won't be a very good looking airbox. I have actually made this up already and tested it with a smaller air filter, but it's too small. Airflow wasn't very good, and that's why I'm going with a slightly bigger air filter, which is a Toyota Avanza one. This airbox will have to be chopped up, re-widened, and then reinstalled here with a cover and a snorkel that goes through this area and down the hole, the original hole where the cold air is picked up. While I'm at it, I changed my aircon hose, which was leaking a little bit of gas, and since I've been experiencing cut-off in engine power, I had actually soldered up my DME where the resistors are prone to cracking, soldered that up, and I still experience a little bit of wire glitch and inability to start once in a while. Reference sensors had new sockets cut and crimped in. Male and female sockets are brand new now. Brand new reference and speed sensor, and I still had the intermittent power cut off, and my meters would click, 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 bling, 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 and then my car would die. So in order to rectify the problem, I checked the bottom of the fuse box, which was actually a good thing I did. Well, I'm in the process of putting everything back together, so I can't show you exactly what I've done. I initially didn't think of doing a YouTube video for this fix, but because it was such a big job that I had to be very focused, and my mind had to be here all the time. I needed to focus and know exactly what I was doing due to wiring, right? Of course, as you can see, the entire dashboard has been removed, and what I found was actually 4 wires had the wire insulation totally go brittle, and oh, my power is on. I can see from the light from my boost controller. There you go. Yes, where was I? Wires insulation were actually gone, and I will show you in a moment what I'm talking about. These 4 wires, main power supply wires, they are exactly like this. They were all exposed in my wire loom. All the wire insulation, look how brittle it is. Look. This one just ripped open, this one just ripped open. They're all crunchy, it's no use anymore. So I suspect that these wires were actually touching each other and shorting itself out by itself on its own. And this could be one of the reasons why I constantly had clicking power supply off and on. Look how crunchy this is. So I had to rewire and repull 4 main power supply wires, and relays and all that were okay. And since this is done, and since the dashboard is removed from the car, as you can see here, the dashboard's on the ground. Like all 944s of its era, it has lifted and cracked in numerous places. What I'm gonna do is actually heat transfer another skin onto it. This is the before video of it getting fixed. I used to have a cover, that's why I have all these Velcro attachments here, double-sided taped on. I'm gonna recover the top layer of this and then respray the bottom layer and maintain the color coordination of this entire dashboard. So this is the before repair. This is the before repair look. I'll show you an after in a few days. In addition to all the things that I'm doing now on 944 Turbo, is that it was due for a fuel filter replacement, and it's a good thing that I'm doing it because that fuel filter is super duper old. My fuel pump is a replacement one, so this one has plenty of power. At the same time, there was a hose that I am replacing that needed to be re-crimped, but it's not here, it's at the machine shop. Anyway, some slight fuel delivery system improvements as well. Hence, the car being jacked up. Before this, last week I had rebuilt my transaxle and replaced my 4th gear synchro. So I'm very happy with the with the transaxle, with the gearbox and its performance now. It's buttery smooth and it's like new. No more 4th gear crunch. Quite disheartening to see all the bits and pieces or entire dashboards removed. But progress is good, and we'll be refitting the dashboard once it comes back from refurbishment. Anyway, the 4 wires were connected to the fan resistors that is underneath the driver's side. I can't open that door because there's a jack stand that's over there. The wires all connect to the fan resistors, and can't see it from here because I've already reinstalled it back underneath the dash. All else looks like a terrible mess. Yeah, can't wait to get everything back together again and then reassemble the entire dashboard. It's been a labor of love. Hopefully it pays off. Anyway, till my dashboard returns, I will keep you updated. Ciao. Okay, hi YouTube. Dashboard is finally back after 1 week of work. Bottom has been rewrapped, and the top also has been rewrapped, and all the air conditioning holes have been reopened. It's similar texture to the original, and hopefully you can see the effect of it. Get it? Yeah. Yes, better this way. I'm not so happy with the holes, the aircon vents on the top, but I guess that's as good as it gets. I'm sure after reinstalling everything it will look much better. I will show you the final finished product when this dashboard is in its entirely back into the car. Alright, so then. Okay guys, this is the final cut of this video with my newly wrapped 944 turbo dashboard. Everything is rewrapped, it's nice. This is the shadow of the panel there. The only things that I'm not very happy with is this little fold on this corner and the slight shortiness of the handiwork of the cut of each aircon vent hole. Aside from that, it's as good as it gets. Quite happy with it. As you can see, dashboard is back in. Everything is back in. Everything's working nicely. Wiring is done. Car is in tip-top shape now. I no longer will have, hopefully I will not have the sudden cut off of the engine cutting off anymore. Sudden engine cutting off due to the ECU wells being, the solder and the ECU being bad. Hopefully that's no longer the case. I also rectified my reference sensor problems and then rewired a bunch of wires that were going bad. So now the car really should be running in tip-top shape, in fighting order. Let's go and test it out. Running at low boost. I can run high boost if I, yeah, let's go low boost first at 0.8 bar.